feeling this moment of this fever solid mix. Wondering there's so many haters out there, but of course just recognize we're going to be your obliterators. Sooner or later, you always have to come to the source. Every time you try to copy, you're like that ink cartridge on that printer that keeps printing the same copies. But the thing about quality of a copy is that with each copy, the quality of the imprint sooner or later fades out. It always has to come back to get more refilling of the ink, like a drug user. It's almost like with a drug dealer, because on this hit of blue magic, the haters become addicted, because they're always talking about this is nothing but tragic, nothing but graphic trash. But yet still, always gotta come back, because other places they try to go to is not rising above the rest. So therefore knowing that BBC is the best. The thing about it is the action that they do, it always comes back, because the fact of the matter is the truth is always revealed, but they're always in denial. That's why they always hurt instead of heal. See, there's a difference between elevation and depression. The natural elevation is of a high reach. The natural depression is of a low confidence that is breached. So therefore what it is, if you recognize that always the association of the mountain compared to the valley, it's easier to go for the valley, because underneath the ground, underneath the field, the touch the ground is a lot closer than reaching for the sky or reaching to the top of the mountain. There is similarity of depression, because of the fact it's like an oppression, and therefore it becomes an obsession. With that in mind, what happens is so easy, because misery loves company. It needs some type of self-validation. That's why you always continue in wallowing in self-degradation, trying to degrade others at the same time. False claims of sisters and brothers, but yet still talking about brotherhood and sisterhood. I'm trying to act like things are all good, but in reality, they always gotta watch that reflection in the mirror, because sooner or later the truth will be clearer that the mistake was made on their end. So therefore BPC, we're going to continue to rise. Why? Because there is difference in elevation. Difference in elevation because the higher it goes on the mountain, the higher the elevation. So therefore, the tougher it is to breathe. So therefore, only a few can always make it on top, because of the fact the oxygen level decreases. It takes adaptation in order to make great compilation, therefore reaching a higher level. And then from the elevation, we know that through this presentation that we rise above the rest. That's why we are the best. So BPC is bringing people close together. The blue magic that's emitted from this expressional heat of fire, and knowing we always want to go higher. And they say, why do I come back? I come back for the inspiration that I've been able to produce some creative expressions, and now showing that regardless of what happens, the blue magic shines throughout the fire. Is that higher in heat. You notice from the orange to the blue, that the higher it is on the fire, the stronger it is of the heat. And that's why the enemy is always in defeat, and we will never be beat, as was mentioned in the analytical fever style mix. But therefore, ladies and gentlemen, had to do this little freestyle on the fever style mix by the aqua rhythmist known as Synapticalist.